I'm Jay Patel. I'm a wilderness photographer. I spend as much time as possible out in the woods like this, so it's absolutely critical that we be prepared for whatever it takes to survive and to be able to get that shot in the woods. So let's talk about what's in my bag. I'm going to start over here with the front and show you that in the front pocket of my f-stop Loca, we carry rain gear. There is a blue jacket and a pants in here. They're both waterproof and windproof and allows me to pretty much go in and survive any downpours that we can have. Now, that protects me, but what about the gear? So over here in the side pocket, I almost always carry a rain jacket for my bag. So of course I can come back in one condition, but I don't want my camera coming back in bad condition, so that protects the bag. Now the other things we are prepared for being out in the wilderness is we have some warm clothing and some basic necessities. So we carry gloves at all times and baby wipes. You never really know when you need to go in the woods. And shoelaces with little ties. Now, the reason we carry that is in case something breaks and we want to tie something to our backpack, we have something to tie it to. Now, weather can pose lots of different challenges. If it is too hot, of course, you can just take off layers of clothing. But what happens if it gets too cold? Well, we're prepared for that too. Inside our bag is warm hat and gloves. These fleece hat and gloves are pretty much good to sub-freezing temperatures if we find ourselves. We have hiked in snow conditions, hail, and this has kept us pretty warm. Along with that, we also carry a really warm fleece jacket. Now, we would put this underneath our rain gear to stay warm if it starts snowing. So we can survive in snow as well as in rain. The other things we carry is we carry a small first aid kit. And this is also absolutely critical. Inside are things like antibiotics and antihistamines and other things. Other medications that are for daily use like Tylenol and Advil and things. We also carry a patch of moleskin. You never know when you're going to use this. We have used this, as you can see, it's open. Not only on us, but other hikers or other landscape photographers we actually run into in the wilderness. Set of tissues, again, to make sure that we can find some use for that when we need to. I'm also very highly allergic to insects and other critters, so I carry an EpiPen. For me, it's absolutely critical. As I'm getting old, I hate to admit it, so I carry a pair of reading glasses in case I really need to see up close on the live view. We also carry what we call for educational material a lapel microphone. And what that allows us to do is allows us to record small educational videos out in the wilderness for our audiences. Okay, so now let's move from personal safety stuff to what it takes to get job done and what we carry to get the job done. I also carry what we call visible dust lens cleaner. Oftentimes we'll get all kinds of stuff on our lenses and we want to clean it up, especially if you're looking into the sun to minimize any sort of flares. So we will use this. Now, if I open the camera bag, let's see what else do I carry to get the job done. Oh, before I go into the camera bag, outside the camera bag, we carry a tripod. This is absolutely essential for us to get our job done. Now, what happens is we use this tripod pretty much all day long, and it always stays with us. We can strap it to the camera bag, and oftentimes we do. Other times we carry it in the hand. All right, inside my camera bag are two cameras. One is 5D Mark III, and one is a crop factor 70. Now, why do we carry a full frame and a crop factor? Well, we believe that crop factor has its advantages, and whenever we need to, we will use crop factor to get that extra depth of field, or to get that long reach, to get that bear chewing on berries which is out of the reach. So we carry two bodies, because in case one of the bodies stops working, we have another body. Now, from a lens range, we try to minimize the overlap of our lenses. So this body has 17 to 40 lenses. This one has 24 to 70. And I carry another extra lens in here, which is 70 to 200. So my total reach is anywhere between 17 millimeter on a full frame to 200 millimeter on a crop factor, which brings it up to about 320 millimeters. Plus, we have a 1.4x extender, so that also extends the range up to greater than 400 millimeter. Now, other things we carry a small diffuser. This is to take macro or close-up photographs. We also carry some step-up rings for our filters. I also carry a remote release, a programmable remote release, in case I have to do some star trails or some time-lapse photography. And we use it time to time to take other shots, like trying to time the shot with coinciding with wave action or some other action shots. We carry a set of GND filters. They are graduated neutral density filters that show up as dark on the top and light on the bottom, or if you want to turn it upside down, the other way around. And we carry one neutral density filter, which is a 4-stop neutral density filter to slow the shutter speed of our shots. Okay, so we carry 3 neutral GND filters and 1 neutral density filters. Now, if you guys want to know exactly which ones, you can go to our website and look it up. We also carry a holder to mount the filters. And what this is a circular polarizer. I typically carry about 3 or 4 batteries with me, no more than that. We'll come home and recharge those batteries every night when we have to, or in the car. In terms of memory card, as a landscape photographers, we pick our shots very carefully. It is not unusual for us to go on a trip, and a long trip, a 7-day trip or a 6-day trip, and come up with only 1,000 shots. So from a memory capacity, we carry no more than 64 gigabytes of memory. One other important part is lens cleaning cloth. We have several of these tucked away in our bag, and that is always absolutely essential, especially when it's rainy or your lens gets dirty, because you don't treat it correctly. And the final piece of equipment we carry is something to keep our camera dry in case of rain. And this allows us to shoot while it's raining. And that's it, folks. This is all we have.